All right, thanks so much. Hey, we're talking with Dr. Chuck Hannaford from Heart Life Professional Soul Care, and he's got some answers to some of the questions that we have let you write in on Facebook. And good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
Monday
How are you,
morning.
Valerie?
I'm doing great.
Good. First day of March.
I wonder if divorce attorneys and marriage counselors get more calls on Mondays than any other day.
I don't know that that's particularly true.
Okay.
We get too many independent of the day of the week.
As it is, yeah. We're going to start with Lewis in Southaven. I wonder because the weekends anyway.
Yeah.
Lewis in Southaven, his wife has become distant. He's noticed that she started to rekindle a relationship with someone she dated in high school. They text, they Facebook, they email, and talk on the phone. Should he be concerned about this?
Yes. The simple answer is yes. We get into trouble. We hear a lot today about emotional affairs, and all infidelity starts with some emotional connection. And we've talked about this before, that as we would ask questions about this particular marriage, I'm sure that we would see a history of the two of them feeling as though they were growing apart because they weren't investing in maintaining and cultivating the marriage. So anytime a spouse gets involved with an ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, and focuses attention on somebody else, that is reason for concern. And there shouldn't be really any secrets between a husband and a wife.
So what does he do?
Well, I think he confronts her with it and expresses his concern, and that's the beginning of trying to find out what is really going on.
Okay. Hey, Lauren is in Olive Branch. She takes care of all the bill paying and finances. She recently found out that her husband has a separate account. She's not sure what he does with the money, but she wants to know whether she needs to confront him about it. I think I could answer this.
What would you say?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It's not so much having a separate account as it is keeping secrets. And somebody once said, you're only as sick as the secrets that you keep. And I would say that's true of the relationship too. A relationship cannot be healthy when one or the other person is keeping secrets. It causes, instead of interdependence upon one another, it causes them to become more and more independent. And secrets are just fertile breeding ground for destruction in a marriage relationship. So she should confront it, because there's dishonesty there, assuming she didn't know that he had this separate account before.
Okay. Tonya in Memphis has a crush on a coworker. Now, she's married, has a child.
Yeah.
She thinks the feelings are mutual. She wants to know if she should get therapy because she's starting to develop feelings for somebody else.
And she's married?
She's married.
Yes.
I don't know if the coworker is, but she definitely is with a child.
Well, whether the coworker is or not, if she is developing feelings, and again, we talked about this earlier, I would make some assumptions, and those assumptions would be that this coworker probably has been giving her some attention that perhaps she hasn't been getting at home, and it's not how she feels about the other person. What I would suggest that she examine is how the other person makes her feel about herself and why there's that deficit there. You know, one of the things, there are 3 T's to healthy, intimate relationship: truth, trust, and transparency. We have to communicate the truth transparently over a period of time in order to develop trust in a marriage. And so she's having feelings, and she needs to recognize those and understand, you know, the genesis of those feelings, where they're coming from, why they're there, why she's vulnerable in the first place.
She's missing something at home.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
All right, Bev in Millington found out her husband's been cheating online with a bunch of different women. Now, she feels betrayed. And you talked about this initially. You touched on this. He says nothing physical has happened, but is this something they can work through together, or should they seek professional help? And again, I think I could say, yeah.
Yeah, to which?
They probably need to get some help, don't they?
Yeah, they do, because, you know, all infidelity starts through some emotional connection that people have. And yes, she should confront it. The fact that he is giving to either an electronic media, somebody through electronic media, or somebody in an office situation, affection and attention that really belong to his wife is wrong. I mean, it's just simply wrong. So they really need to confront this issue and work through it, and I think it would be very important. And historically, we'll go back. Isn't it interesting that what we're hearing about is infidelity, whether emotional and physical?
Right.
The rate of infidelity is skyrocketing.
Is it really?
Yes, because people are not investing in their relationships.
Wow. Well, we're a society that everything's disposable, and perhaps, sadly, that's applying to relationships.
And again,
now,
it's a postmodern culture that says, hey, if it's cool for me, independent of how it affects you, it's okay.
Yeah.
And that just isn't true. We totally operate as if there's no objective morality anymore.
Yeah. Dr. Chuck Hannaford, thank you so much. Here's the number for Heart-Life Professional Soul Care. It's on the screen, 756-5788. All right, we'll be right back. Hey, do you think that killer whale should be back at SeaWorld?